Hawkeyes. We're just about ready to go here from Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, just a few miles away from the campus of the University of Iowa. And we are ready to go for Game 2 of the Quick Start Classic. Loyola Chicago, a big comeback win over Illinois State about an hour ago to kick off the tournament. Butler will start off with the serve. Elise Ward, 36 kills last weekend. Sent over by Alyssa Warden. Set up near side, blocked by the Hawkeyes. Another shot blocked again, and it will go out.
Beautiful block from the Hawkeyes. Unfortunately, it just goes out of bounds. That's what you're wanting to see from the defensive side of things for Iowa is blocks back to back. Just got to make sure it lands in bounds.
A really good start on the right side for the Iowa Hawkeyes with Stojnovic. And I believe that's Carmel picking up a couple of blocks. He's a shot from the Hawkeyes that will fall in front of the Butler bench. And they've tied it early in set one.
Good early. You don't want to allow Butler to come in here and get on a rally. Way to answer back quickly.
Too far over the end line for Iowa as Milana Moisio with the serve just hit it a little bit too hard. Moisio, a big transfer coming in for the Hawkeyes. On the other side, it's Lauren Evans with the serve. Warden sends it over. Left side shot through the block. Hawkeyes send it back. Go to the right side, good dig. And a shot by Warden stays in. Corner kill. And Alyssa Warden picks up her 22nd kill of the season.
Beautiful kill from Alyssa Warden there. Now team leading kills with 22. Absolutely set up beautifully. The assist from Iverson-Ammeraal.
Here's Jamie Marquardt with the serve. Dumped over. Set up towards the middle. Just barely got it over. Hawkeyes, Warden, left side, goes out. Just can't hit the paint.
Just barely goes out there. Beautiful placement from Warden. Just needs a few more inches inbound for the court. Butler up 3-2 early.
Now, Alyssa Warden was named last year for the Hawkeyes, who would come off the bench, but especially when there were a lot of injuries towards the middle of the season, got a lot of playing time on that left side. And this year, head coach Jim Barnes said she's going to be vital on that left side.
She's proven it early on. Nice little set and kill there. Very light tap from the Hawkeyes, make it 3-3.
And Jamie Marquardt with the kill that time. That is her first kill of the season. Ties it up at 3. Excuse me, that was Hannah Whittingstall with the kill. So Marquardt still looking for her first. Block goes out. And Butler will pick up the point. Tolliver with the serve. Over on 2 by Ammeraal, and it's off of Butler front lineman.
Ammeraal ready on that kill. People might have expected a set there from Ammeraal. Nope. Kills it over the net, gets it the point for the Hawkeyes.
And that's the versatility of Ammeraal. Good save there by Evans, but off the net as Elise Ward couldn't get it over. And now the Hawkeyes have a 5-4 lead.
This is what you want to see early from the Hawkeyes, getting out to an early advantage. Hopefully keep the home crowd on your side against a team from the Big East.
Whittingstall with the serve, too strong. And Butler ties it right back up. Now earlier today we saw a really close match between Loyola Chicago and Illinois State. The Redbirds jumped out to a 2-set lead, but then Loyola Chicago forced it to go the distance, all 5 sets. And 2 really good back and forth sets there in the 3rd and 4th sets. And the Loyola Chicago was able to pull out the win and come all the way back with the reverse sweep. Warden sends it over. Butler sets it up on the left side through the block. Right back to the left side for Ammeraal. And it's out of bounds. Hawkeyes pick up the point.
Like you said, the reverse sweep from the Ramblers early on. I was here from the beginning of it. You know, early on it looked like the Ramblers were outmatched by the Redbirds, but with grit and determination, they came back in, got the reverse sweep like you said. Now Aisha Vogt comes in for Butler. Claire Ammeraal, another kill, has the Hawks up 6-5.
Claire Ammeraal, just so versatile. Of course, one of the best setters in the country as this one goes out, especially in the Big Ten after last weekend. But so versatile, able to go over on two, and is really good in the backcourt as well.
Reception error by Lauren Evans there. That's going to be a service ace for Ammeraal, who's absolutely on it for the Hawkeyes as of late.
Off the net, Butler recovers, sends it back over, but the Hawkeye defense is there. A brick wall with Stojnovic and Sharday Van Zandt. Another big name transfer for the Hawkeyes who really made a name for herself last weekend in Las Vegas.
With that point, we're going to get a timeout by Butler. Block assist from Sharday Van Zandt.
And the Hawkeyes lead it 8-5. We'll step away for this Butler timeout. You're watching Big Ten Volleyball on Big Ten Plus. Hawkeyes lead set one 8-5 over the Butler Bulldogs. Butler taking their first time out, trying to recoup after the Hawkeyes have gone on a 3-0 scoring run. Claire Ammeraal back to serve it away. Left side swing through the blockers. Warden digs it out. Ammeraal sets it up. Sharday with the swing. And Butler keeps it alive. Another block. This one will drop in, but out of bounds. Butler picks up the point.
Nice job by Butler to stop that scoring run from the Hawkeyes. But this defense for Iowa has been absolutely stellar. You've seen it here early on. Just block after block after block.
Especially that left side with Stojnovic and Van Zandt. Here's the swing from the freshman over the back line and off the fingers of a Butler Bulldog as Carmel Varez picks up a kill.
Another kill for the true freshman. Love to see it for the Hawkeyes, up 9-6.
Off the fingertips, and it'll hit the court. Unable to pick up the dig, and Butler with a point brings it back within two. Reese Ward with the kill that time.
Sharday Van Zandt could be subbed out.
Emily Levin with the serve. Warden keeps it in. Sent over by the true freshman. It'll drop in. But it'll go to Butler.
Like net interference there on number 39. That's Alyssa Warden.
An attacking error against the Hawkeyes. So now Butler back within one after back-to-back points. Warden with the swing and a kill.
Absolutely beautiful kill from Alyssa Warden. Way to come back after that error on that last play, comes in with a corner kill, gets the Hawkeyes back up 2, and stops that scoring run from Butler.
A vicious swing from Alyssa Warden. Big swing from Butler, and it bounces in. Kill for Alayla Tolliver, the leading killer for Butler after last weekend. And she comes back and picks up her 45th of the season.
Leah Tolliver, absolutely beautiful kill. Hawkeyes couldn't get there on the block or the dig. Definitely someone you got to be careful for when it comes to kills for Butler.
Set up for Warden. Lightly hit, but can't quite get enough. And Butler has tied it.
Attack error there by Alyssa Warden, tying it up 10-all. We're going to see another serve here from Lauren Evans, excuse me.
Set up, big swing, dug out. Kept alive in front of the scorer's table, but it will go out of bounds. What a swing by Hannah Whittingstall, and the Hawkeyes retake the lead.
Another assist from Claire Ammeraal. She is absolutely killing it out there with these assists and being an absolutely beautiful setter for the Hawkeyes, which is why they're leading here early.
A couple of vicious swings from the Hawkeyes. The latest from Whittingstall. This one goes over. And miscommunication from the Hawkeyes as the dig went right back. That's one way to do it.
That is one way to do it. Just get, fortunately there, Iowa a little lost in the sauce there in front of the net. Butler takes an advantage of it, tying this match up back at 11 in the first set.
Ammeraal sets it up weak side for Whittingstall. Attack again by Butler. And a block, but it goes out. Then interference, and Butler will take the lead.
Butler. Another kill for Aaliyah Tolliver.
She's going to continue to be a problem for Butler, as she is just fantastic. They're going to continue to feed her the ball.
Especially with that combination from the lady who is serving now, Kaylee Finnegan. Another assist for Finnegan.
Set up weak side for Whittingstall, and it drops in. Finnegan couldn't quite get there, and Hannah Whittingstall picks up a couple of kills here in this first set.
Absolutely beautiful kill. Unfortunately for Finnegan, just couldn't get down enough for that dig, and that's going to result in a Hawkeye point.
That one just off the fingertips of the front line, and Butler picks up another point, and they retake the lead back and forth here in this first set. Tolliver serves it away. Big swing and a kill. Sharday Van Zandt ties it again.
She was ready to go there from the assist from Claire Ammeraal. As you can see, just doesn't. Butler just gets a piece of it. Lauren Evans off her hand going off the court, and that's going to be a point for the Hawkeyes.
Big swing and a block. Left side, tipped over. Warden with the hammer, and the Hawkeyes lead it again, 14-13.
Another beautiful kill there for the Hawkeyes from Alyssa Warden, set up again by Claire Ammeraal. She is absolutely on it. She has 9 assists so far on the night, and a couple kills as well. Keep an eye out for Claire Ammeraal for the Hawkeyes.
Van Zandt with a big swing, and Iowa extends their lead to 2. Really good combination there of Warden toward the middle of the court, and then going back to Van Zandt on the left side.
Van Zandt gets another kill there for the Hawkeyes. Has them up 15-13 here in this first set.
Good dig. Blocked at the net by Ammeraal. Set up for Ammeraal. Butler keeps it alive over by the libero. Ammeraal on the joust wins it. Butler keeps it alive. Ammeraal with a swing. Diving attempt, and it drops in.
Ammeraal all over the net in front of this Butler team. both blocking on defense and with these kills back to back. Iverson-Ammeraal, something different for the Hawkeyes.
Watch out, she could be winning a lot of awards at the end of the season. Whittingstall with the serve. Tipped over. Ammeraal got a hand on it. Iowa has to recover. Weak side swing off the fingertips, and Butler gets one back.
Butler ends the 4-0 scoring run for Iowa and now closes the gap back to 2 points. We're going to see number 6 for Butler, Aisha Vogt. She's going to be serving here for the Bulldogs.
Van Zandt over, just keeps it inside the paint.
Van Zandt with her 3rd kill in the game.
Sharday Van Zandt, the transfer from Chattanooga, played 2 really good seasons there. And a really good swing for Van Zandt as she continues to rack up the kill numbers. Set up strong side. Jess goes over the end line, and Iowa picks up a point on the attacking error from Elise Ward. Ammeraal now with the serve softly off the fingertips of the Hawkeye defenders. Van Zandt again over. Tipped over this time. Van Zandt. Tipped over, and the freshman couldn't get it. Carmel Varez, and a kill for Butler. Really good recovery and a nice job by Sawyer Jones to climb the ladder. Just get enough of her fingertips on it to get it over the defense. Hawks get one back on the service error.
Kaylee Finnegan again helping out there in the middle, number 9. She will be a difference maker for this Butler team, and if they can contend in the Big East this year, her and Alea Tolliver, watch out for that combination, Big East teams.
Blocked by Iowa. Miscommunication, they still get it over. Here's Warden. Kept alive in front of the scorer's bench. Hit over by Ward. Big swing. Tipped out by Butler. Alexandra Stojnovic picks up a kill, and Iowa extends their lead to 5.
Stojnovic, absolutely beautiful kill there for the Hawkeyes.
And Butler's going to use their final timeout, trailing 20-15. Hawkeyes controlling this second half of this set. We'll step aside. Iowa and Iverson-Ammeraal on fire in set 1. Hawkeyes lead it 20-15 in the opening set of the Hawkeye home opener, Game 2 of the Quick Start Classic. Butler has been hanging in there tough. It was back and forth for a while, then the Hawkeyes went on a 3-0 scoring run a couple of times. They started to build some space.
That they are led by Iverson-Ammeraal. She has 11 assists, 3 kills so far. Sharday Van Zandt also has 3 kills.
We'll make that 4 after that kill from Sharday Van Zandt. Again, the Chattanooga transfer, big name coming in, was huge for Chattanooga her last couple of seasons, including last year where she was first team all-conference. Tipped at the net, kept alive. Warden sends it over. Tipped over by Alayla Tolliver, and she'll pick up a kill. Butler gets one back, keeps it a 5-point lead.
Beautiful setup there for Alayla Tolliver. Bulldogs get it back within 5.
Here's Ward with the serve, down 21-16. Blocked by Butler, but it is off. It's off Butler and out of bounds, so a point for the Hawkeyes. And they extend their lead. Really good chance for Butler, but did not quite get enough to hit it back over. Moiseo with the serve. Left side through the blockers. And a huge kill for Butler.
That's going to be called inbounds.
Yeah, I think Jim Barnes is going to talk it over with the referee in front of the scorer's bench on whether that did stay in bounds. He's holding the challenge flag, and it looks like he's going to use it.
If it stands, this will be another kill for Aaliyah Tolliver of Butler.
Jim Barnes back there with a good look at it from the end line right in front of his bench. Butler trying to build a comeback, able to hit that last one through the defenders on that front line. Here's another look at it.
Leah Tolliver just
tough to tell.
Killing it off the backcourt. Tough to tell from that angle. But Iowa feels very strongly that that ball whizzed out and not a point for Butler.
Layla Tolliver, 5 kills tonight. 1 assist, a couple of digs as well. And she was a player to watch coming into this match with Butler. And so far she has shown up and done her job.
Her and Kaylee Finnegan both 2 players to watch. Finnegan, 10 assists of Butler's 11 so far in this match. Her and Tolliver absolutely doing a beautiful job, that 1-2 combination. But don't forget about Sawyer Jones. She also has 5 kills out there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. 5 kills on 7 attempts. Still awaiting the call. They're getting the news around the table, and here's the call. All right, ball was out, so Iowa wins the challenge. Call is overturned. It stays 22-16. It also means a kill will be taken off of Alayla Tolliver's score sheet for now.
And an assist off of Kaylee Finnegan's. Hawkeyes now up 23-16 here in the first set.
Last corrections, and here's Moiseo to send it over. Milana Moiseo transferred in from Miami. Over on 2 for Butler. Moiseo keeps it alive. Big swing through the defense, and Butler gets another one back.
Zoe McDonald picking up her first kill of the night. Zoe McDonald, she actually, heading into this game, leads the Butler Bulldogs with blocks on this team. She had 13 heading into tonight, team leader for blocks. She gets her first kill of the night.
Still trailing by 5. Here is the serve from Evans. In front of the scorer's table, over by Winningstall. Set up big swing by Butler. And a kill. Carmel Fares picks up another one and extends the Hawkeye lead. Set point upcoming.
The freshman fitting in beautifully for the Hawkeyes on the offensive side of the ball. Picking up another kill, her third of this game.
Carmel Fares, we talked about it earlier, has only been here for 2 weeks, was playing for the national team over in Estonia. But one thing that Jim Barnes said that she does is hit the ball high and hard.
And she's certainly shown that tonight.
Big swing, but out of bounds, and the Hawkeyes will take the point. And set number one, 25-17 to the Hawkeyes with an early set lead.
Absolutely beautiful play from Iowa. Unfortunately,
Practice credit Schlichter as well. Jim Barnes says all of these transfers came in for a reason, and they're going to be used as such as well.
you gotta love it from the head coach, fostering healthy competition between the liberos. And you hit the nail on the head, the outside hitter, Sharday Van Zandt. You know, in 2024, she was a first-team All-SoCon selection, playing in 32 matches with 31 starts for the Chattanooga Mocs.
Back to live action after the Hawkeyes took set one. Warden with a swing, kept alive by Butler. Chance for the Bulldogs. Ammeraal digs it out. Off the fingertips, and the freshman, Carmel Fares, gets another kill.
Another kill for the true freshman. She is having a great time out there on the court tonight for the Hawkeyes. You can see it every time she comes back to the huddle after each and every one of those kills.
She's got so much of that power that Jim Barnes has talked about, especially needing on those outside hitters. Here's Warden. Big swing, finds the back corner, and has another kill. Alyssa Warden, who we talked about earlier, had some chances last year, but this year has really stepped up in a starting role.
Absolutely, as you see a replay of this beautiful kill from the left side. Warden not playing any games to start this second set for the Hawkeyes.
Schlichter sets it up. Big swing and a kill. This time from Alexandra Stojnovic. Everyone's getting in on the action.
Spread the ball around here early for the Hawkeyes. Beautiful sets and the kills. Hawkeyes 3-0 scoring run to start this second set. Can they keep it up?
And using that midcourt quite a bit as well. Tipped over. Stojnovic sets it up for Ammeraal. Here's Warden. Through the defense as Butler couldn't get a hand on it.
Beautiful kill there from Warden. Sets it up again, just tipped. Unfortunately, Aaliyah Tolliver couldn't get there on the block, and Lauren Evans couldn't get there on the dig attempt.
Big swing, but over the end line as Sawyer Jones was looking for her sixth kill of the night, but just couldn't keep it in bounds.
Ball placement is going to be critical for the Bulldogs to try to unnerve this Hawkeye rally here early on in set number 2.
Ammeraal keeps it up, but into the front row of fans, and Butler picks up a point.
Ends the 5-0 scoring run for the Hawkeyes. Butler going to try to use this momentum as Aaliyah Tolliver goes to the serve now for the Bulldogs.
The freshman with a big swing, but sent right back. Carmel Vardes picks up another kill.
Vardes is absolutely on it tonight. That's going to be her 5th kill for the Hawkeyes. Her and Alyssa Warden have the most kills tonight, both sitting at 5 apiece. The true freshmen just having a grand old time here at Extreme Arena against the Bulldogs.
Jones misses the mark again, just outside of that, just outside the lines. And that was the thing when we talked with Kyle Shondell before the game today. We obviously pointed out, you know, he won all 3 games last weekend, but he said there were so many things that they wanted to work on, and one of those was ball control. Jones sends it over. Great dig by Ammeraal. Warden tips it over.
Absolutely beautiful dig there from Ammeraal. She's going to set Warden up.
And out of play, Alyssa Warden continues.
It's a nice little souvenir for the fans here at Extreme Arena. They went toward Herky's way.
Well, it's been the Alyssa Warden show this second set. Now up to 6 kills on the night, and the Hawkeyes commanding 8-1 lead over the Bulldogs. Moiseo sends it over.
This is definitely what you want to see if you're an Iowa fan, is this control early on in set number 2 after what some could argue being a closer first set than others would say. I mean, it's not as close as 25-23, but 8 points is still kind of close in volleyball.
It is. How about Ellery Reese picking up a kill for Butler? Get one back, it's 8-2. Ammeraal sets it up. Whittingstall sends it over. Ammeraal for Warden. Big swing and a kill. Layla Tolliver, her 6th of the night.
Absolutely beautiful kill. Going right down the breadbasket of midcourt from Aaliyah Tolliver. Set up by Kaylee Finnegan. These two are, I've said it, almost starting to sound like a broken record here tonight, but those two are going to be dangerous when it comes to conference play. If people can't find a way to stop that duo.
Well, someone's going to have to find out a way to stop Carmel Varez. She picks up another kill on that right side and extends the Hawkeye lead 9-3.
Varez having an absolutely beautiful night along with Alyssa Warden in the kills department.
Sent over by Ward. Long chase, they keep it alive. Great job by the Bulldogs. Ammeraal sets it up for Whittingstall, and the dynamic duo comes back and extends the Hawkeye lead to 7.
Whittingstall right there off that assist and set from Ammeraal, ready for that kill. Whittingstall gets her 3rd kill of the night with that one.
Jamie Marquardt with the serve. Sent over by Tolliver. Jazz stays inside the paint.
You can see the expression on Coach Barnes' face there. I don't think he liked the fact that one stayed in bounds.
Jersey Lawyer back to serve it away. A knuckleball serve. Ammeraal sets it up for Warden, tips it over. Tolliver couldn't get enough on it to keep it in bounds.
Sent towards the scorer table. We're going to see a substitution here. Curtis Schlitter.
Watch out. Here's Sade Fanzant coming in for the Hawkeyes on the front line. Warden with the serve. Wall of Hawkeyes there. Good dig by Moiseo. Fanzant with a swing. And just over that sideline.
Comes in off the bench for that substitution. Already trying to make points happen for the Hawkeyes. Number 7, Van Zandt.
Elise Ward. Service error, and the Hawkeyes pick up a point.
In comes in Stojanovic for Moiseo. The service here from Whittingstall.
Really good swing there from Butler and Elise Ward. Warden comes back with one of her own. It'll be an attacking error on Alyssa Warden and a point for Butler. Came down on the net on her follow-through. And it's 12-6.
Hey, sometimes you get a little overzealous when you come into that net. You just want to send that kill on home. But the last attacking error there for Alyssa Warden.
Van Zandt, big swing, dug out. A wall of Hawkeyes there to send it back. Ammeraal over on 2. Butler in a scramble mode. Ammeraal again on 2. And a thunderous swing by Claire Ammeraal.
Ammeraal, absolutely. She can do it all for the Hawkeyes. Setting, killing, all of it. As you can see here, just sends it down.
Good luck catching up to that one. A fastball off the fist of Claire Ammeraal. And she has been all over the place today.
That she has. Now we're going to see her get to serve for the Hawkeyes, up 13-6.
Tipped over. Flores sends it right back. Warden with the dig. Van Zandt picks up another kill.
Van Zandt on it, coming off the bench, getting another kill for the Hawkeyes. As you see here, beautiful set there by Ammeraal, and the kill for Van Zandt. 5th kill for Van Zandt, 3rd on the team tonight. Looking absolutely beautiful for the Hawkeyes early on.
Flores sends it over, sets it up, tipped, blocked, sent back. Butler keeps it alive. Warner with a beautiful dig, and Butler fights back with the kill.
Alyssa Warden brought up to the front court just a bit too much there. Allows Butler to take advantage of that. As you see here from Tolliver, able to put that into the backcourt. Another kill there from Aaliyah Tolliver, her 8th kill of the night.
Over by Van Zandt, blocked by Van Zandt. Chance for Jones, good dig by Moiseo. Over by Warden, but off the top of the net.
And you know, Alyssa Warden was looking to just put just a little bit more extra oomph on that ball. That little less causing it to go into the net. It's going to be another point for Butler.
Ammeraal sets it up for Flores, but over the end line, and Butler stringing together a couple of points, bring it back within 5.
Butler starting to look like they're finding their groove a little bit here in this second set after starting it down early.
Over by Flores, set up, tipped over by Reese. Another chance for Flores. Tolliver with a big swing kept alive. Warden over, dug out, finds the front line of stands. Butler nearly able to get a hold of it, and Butler will call their first timeout. Really good attempt to keep it alive, but ultimately too much and too far for Butler to come back.
Alyssa Warden making up for that attack error earlier. Just a few points ago. Credited with the kill. Alyssa Warden, 8th kill of the night.
15-9, Hawkeyes leading set number 2. Butler with their first timeout. We'll step aside for a quick break. Kyle Shondell for the Butler Bulldogs in year 3 as the head coach. We talked about his family lineage earlier today in the Open. His grandfather, of course, one of the pioneers in Midwest volleyball. His dad, the head coach at Purdue. But he said one of his big goals now that he's a head coach at a Division I program is to make his own mark in the sport of volleyball, especially at Butler, and build up the program. Hawkeyes get another point. Off the service ace by Van Dance.
You absolutely love to hear that. There's nothing wrong with going out and setting your own way. I mean, yes, you have a family legacy behind you with your grandfather and your own father, but with him wanting to go out and carve his own path and his own legacy, that's what I love to hear from these coaches that come from these legacy families.
Back-to-back service aces for Sharday Van Zant, and Iowa continues to put the pressure on Butler in this second set. Jones with a big swing, but over the back line. And Iowa continues their onslaught of points here in the second quarter. And Van Zant will once again serve it away.
Iowa looking absolutely stellar here in this second set. As we see Sharday Van Zant come off the court for Greta Schlitter. She'll come in for the Hawkeyes as they get ready to receive this serve from Leah Tolliver.
That service error ends the 4-0 scoring run by the Hawkeyes. Sent right back by Butler and Ellery Reese.
Butler was ready for it right there. Ellery Reese getting a kill.
Tolliver serves it over. Ammeraal sends it up for Warden through the defense. And the Hawkeyes pick up another point. Alyssa Warden continues her killing spree, 19-11.
She is having a great time out there for the Hawkeyes, who have 30 total kills so far in this game. I think our number will be updated here shortly.
Over by Elise Ward. Warden sends one back far side. Looking for that cross-court kill, but over the sideline. And Butler gets one back.
It's easier to make calls from where we're sitting. And this isn't bias talking. But from where I was sitting, that ball almost looked good. But alas, I'm not a referee, or a line judge for this. Say I'm here as your color commentary. Don't listen to me.
20-12, Alyssa Warden continues to be fantastic as she picks up another kill. And the way she even just winds up, it's you just know it's going to be an electric hit over the net. 20-12, and this time Butler will burn a timeout. Second set, Hawkeyes up by 8 as we hit another Butler timeout. Hawkeyes leading set number 2, 20-12. AJ Reeser alongside Jacob Worthen. Jacob, it's been a fun day so far of volleyball, but this second set is really going to the Hawkeyes.
Oh, absolutely. The Hawkeyes have come out of that first set guns a-blazing, looking absolutely perfect on both sides of the ball, defense and offense, to the tune of being up 20-12 right now here in the second set, almost putting double-digit numbers up on the Bulldogs.
Well, Alyssa Ward has been putting up double-digit kills, 10 kills on the night for the redshirt sophomore from Illinois. She has now matched her single-game high in her career. She had 10 at Penn State against Utah Tech just last weekend. Here's Warden with a chance to extend it, And she has a new career high for Alyssa Warden in kills right on cue.
Couldn't have timed that better than anyone else there, AJ. You know, people talk about the announcer jinx. I think that was an announcer, blessing.
I try my best. Warden sends it right back. Butler keeps it alive. Tough play. Really nice play by Tolliver to send it back. Excuse me, that was Elise Ward, but nonetheless, the Hawkeyes will pick up the point. Really good volley there from Butler, having to scramble on their side of the net.
Whittingstall going to get the kill on that one. Her 5th of the night. Hawkeyes rolling to a 10-point lead over the Bulldogs here.
Over the end line, and another point for Iowa as Alayla Tolliver. A little bit too much juice on it.
Make that 11-point lead over the Bulldogs.
Once again, Alyssa Warden, a new career high in kills in a single match. Set up for Jones. Moiseo for Warden, tipped over. Good block by Butler. Won't go away quietly. Warden McDonald on the double block.
Gabby Geary with the kill attempt there. Just a little, you put a little extra height or different placement on that ball to get that kill.
Jersey Lawyer with the serve goes over the end line, and now Iowa with the set point. And who else but Alyssa Warden will take the serve. Just off the top net. Threw it a mile into the air, but couldn't quite get it to go over the net.
She's excited for that serve, but just
look at the bench reaction. They're like, holy smokes. That would have been electric.
Absolutely, for someone who's been absolutely killing it. Don't mind the pun from me tonight. But she also she's tied for team leaders for service aces this year with 2 with Ammeraal, Metzler, Van Zandt. Plethora of Hawkeyes having more than 1 service ace this year.
Van Zandt with a swing. Butler doing a great job on the volley over by Moiseo. Big swing by Whittingstall, and the Hawkeyes take set 2. Dominant second set victory, 25-14.
Dominant to say the least. The Hawkeyes came out there and
once they actually started singing, he said, we actually got some pretty dang good singers on this team.
They can play volleyball well, they can sing well too. Love that.
And another thing that really stood out to me in my conversation with Jim Barnes is how much he emphasized the academics on this team. This team as a whole, they have, 15, 20 players on this team. They average a 3.8 GPA. Average. I can barely scrape together a 3.5. Big kill for Butler as they open up set 3.
That's what you call a triple threat right there. Academics on point, singing on point, and volleyball on point. What a triple threat this Iowa team is.
Absolutely. Sent over by Finnegan. Hawkeyes on the scramble. Dug out on the other side. Hits a sea of defenders, but it falls in front of them. The Hawkeyes come back to tie.
Lisa Ward credited with the kill for Butler. Mariska Hoschlik credited with the kill. Her first kill of the night for the Hawkeyes, tying it up 1-1.
Ammeraal for Whittingstall. Long chase for the Bulldogs. Able to get it over as Tolliver. Right back for Whittingstall. Tips it. Big hit by Reese. Tipped at the net. And another kill.
Absolutely love to see that from the Hawkeyes. Whittingstall, you saw her grimace from where we're sitting. You can see her grimace on her face there with that kill attempt. Putting a light touch on it. she looked like she wanted to put a little bit more juice behind that kill. Alas, Hawkeyes still come away with the points.
Shelik with her second kill, back-to-back kills. We haven't called her name out very many times, but making an impact early in set 3. Whittingstall thought about it, sent over by Shelik. Right back and a kill for Ellery Reese.
Ellery Reese tying this game up at 2 apiece here in set number 3. Kaylee Finnegan recording her 16th assist on the night. Her and Aaliyah Tolliver are the only ones with assists for this Butler Bulldogs team.
Whittingstall with a swing. And a whistle, it'll go against Butler. Iowa will get a point.
It's like an error there, potentially, for Butler.
Here is Jamie Marquardt. Over the end line, and a service error against the Hawkeyes tie it up. This third set, setting up very similarly to set number 1.
So far, you hit the nail on the head there, AJ. Pretty even to start off set number 3. You know, Butler, after scoring less points in set 2 than they did in set 1, will look to try to rebound against this Hawkeye team.
Great block by Butler, and over the end line on the kill attempt from Shelik. And Butler takes the 4-3 lead.
Shelik just putting a little too much mustard on that ball, looking for ball placement, like we said earlier. Had it directed towards the backcourt, just need to get it more on the court and in the box.
Lauren Evans over the end line ties it up at 4 apiece. Checking in is Hallie Stepanitis for the Hawks. And going back to serve it away is Shelik. Jim Barnes playing the bench, get some time here in this third set. Big swing and a block kept alive by Butler. Sent over by Jones. Chance for Stepanitis. Another block by Butler. Shelik over. And Butler can't get enough on it. Set up originally for Finnegan, then went for the extra pass.
Tackle error there. Looked like from Tolliver. Either Tolliver or number 17 McDonald will be credited with that attacking error.
Big kill for Sawyer Jones.
She's been on it tonight for the Bulldogs. Her 6th kill of the night, trailing Aaliyah Tolliver only by 2 kills so far of the night, as she has tied this game up 5-5 here in set number 3.
Butler not going down with a fight. As we talked about earlier, Loyola Chicago came down from 2 sets to none to take down Illinois State in game 1 of this tournament. Sent back for Whittingstall. Good dig, but over the sideline. Hannah Whittingstall. Fantastic kill.
Great dig there from Butler. Unfortunately, just not good placement for the Bulldogs. You were talking about Loyola Chicago. They're actually sitting behind the backcourt of the Iowa Hawkeyes right now, watching the game. They will be playing each other. I don't know if it's tomorrow or if they play each other on Sunday, or Saturday, I should say.
I believe Saturday is when Iowa will play Loyola Chicago and Illinois State. Too much for the Hawkeyes as they run out of real estate. Tied at 6. A back and forth start to set 3. Another scramble. This time Mauricio can't get there, and Butler where he takes the lead.
Good attempt there by Moisio to try to get the ball back onto the court for the Hawkeyes to at least have a shot of getting that point and keeping them in it.
Good over by Elise Ward at the net. Big swing and off a Butler Bulldog attempting to block. And once again, we're tied.
This has been a very even third set here. As you can see here, number 6, Haley step on this, getting the kill. Her first of the night, tying this set number 3 up at 7 apiece.
Blocked right in front of the scorer's table. Another block. This one will go out. Butler on the blocking error gives Iowa another point, and they lead it by 1.
Stepanitis getting back-to-back kills. Credited her second kill of the night. Another point for the Hawkeyes. They go up 8-7.
Tolliver over. Back for Carmel. Lands in no man's land, but somehow kept alive. Evans into the air, left side, a joust on top of the net. Won by the Hawks, sent back by Tolliver. Excuse me, that is number 10 for Butler. Going to the bench, it's Maria Nix. So Maria Nix, who didn't record a stat over the weekend, gets in and picks up a kill.
Next person up mentality for the Bulldogs. Not recording a stat in that tournament win. Comes out against the Hawkeyes. Gets her first kill of the season to tie it up at 8 apiece in set number 3.
Nix with a swing and a kill. How about Maria Nix coming off the bench here in set 3 and picks up a couple of points.
Absolutely beautiful setup. Cross court. Nix with the kill. Hawkeyes not ready for that kill. The power of Maria Nix showing early.
Zoe McDonald with an ace. And all of a sudden, Butler with a 2-point lead.
McDonald picking up a service ace. You love to see it if you're Butler trying to claw their way back in this match.
McDonald a service error. Hawkeyes get one back, and they'll have to serve. Jim Barnes allowing his bench to fight through this pushback from the Bulldogs.
You definitely rather have the service ace before the service error, no matter what side you're on.
Exactly. Over on 2, good kill. Boy, Stojanovic, the sophomore from Serbia.
Just excellent touch. No need for a lot. Good placement. Behind the back. Kill for Iowa to tie it up at 10 apiece.
Stepanitis back to serve it away. Tied at 10. Over the back line. Another service error. And Butler retakes the lead.
Butler bench going crazy for that service error. I can see off to our right side. They love to see it as it gives them a 1-point lead here in a tightly contested set.
Some more buzz on the benches as this third set, neck and neck. Kaylee Finnegan with the serve. Set up left side, big swing and a block. Kept alive by Ammeraal. Over by the Hawkeyes. Moisia sets it up for Carmel, and a kill by the true freshman. Ties it again.
Carmel Varez getting her 7th kill of the night. She's been absolutely stellar for this Hawkeye offense, as you see just that power. And Kaylee Finnegan couldn't get to the dig in time. Just couldn't deal with the power from the true freshman.
Lavin with a good serve. Set up for Jones and his kill. Sawyer Jones continues to have a quiet, good night. 7 kills and a dig on her scorecard today.
Sawyer Jones absolutely stepping up for this Butler Bulldog team. When they need someone to step up, it can't be Tolliver all night. Sawyer Jones coming up clutch.
And Hannah Whittingstall with the answer. Ties it again. No one able to gain an inch in this one.
back and forth battle. Beautiful chess match here on the court here in Extreme Arena, Coralville, Iowa. Winniesaw picking up her 9th kill on the night.
Over the end line again. Hawkeye starting to struggle with some service errors. That was a big storyline from last year.
Ball placement, like you said earlier, for both these teams is going to be key. Hawkeyes few times, well, more than once now on this set, just putting that service past that back line.
Tipped in the backcourt by Butler. Iowa has another point, and once again we're tied, 13-13.
Koschlik comes in the third set, picks up her 3rd kill right there. Now she's going to be going back to serve for the Hawkeyes.
O'Shaugh's been getting a lot of attempts here in this 3rd set coming off the bench. Set up for Tolliver, went over the back line, and Iowa able to string together back-to-back points and retake the lead.
This has been kind of the standard for this set almost. Is back-to-back points for either side, take a 1-point lead, and then go back and switch it again. As you said, service error there for Heschlik. It's going to be 14 all.
O'Shaugh's, as we said, a lot more attempts here in this 3rd set, but that one over the back line. And stop if you heard me say this before, but we're tied. 14 all, soft serve. It doesn't get to the net. And another service error.
This isn't ice cream. You don't need it to be soft served here in volleyball.
Absolutely.
You also don't want to put too much of the Wheaties behind it either.
15-14, deep into this 3rd set as we hit our first media timeout. Hawkeyes leading set number 3, but Butler will not go away easily. (15-14), the Hawkeyes lead set 3 in game 2 of the Quick Start Classic. AJ Reeser alongside Jacob Worthen. Back and forth 3rd set here for both teams. Again, neither of them able to get really even an inch of breathing room. And anytime there is a team who is able to put together back-to-back points, almost immediately the other team comes back with an answer.
If you're a fan of volleyball, I would have to assume you love this back and forth action, but no lack of offense or defense for that matter.
And no lack of service errors either. Both teams have been struggling with that category in this 3rd set. Big swing by Tolliver, but it comes right back. That Hawkeye front line is dangerous.
Stojanovic with the block there. Block assist by Stojanovic.
Ammeraal up there as well, and Hawkeyes have their first multi-point lead, but it's immediately cut in half as the service error goes over the end line.
A lot of service errors, especially here in this 3rd set. We see probably more in this set than we have in the previous 2 sets combined.
Long run for the Hawkeyes. Hit over by O'Shaugh's. Over for Butler. Lauren Evans sends it over. Claire Ammeraal with an answer. Evans keeps it alive. Back over by Elise Ward.
Tolliver getting a great dig there.
And that ball will land out of bounds on the block from Butler. 17-15. And the Hawkeyes looking to build upon their lead and get some breathing room. Ammeraal sends it over. Attempt at the net to keep it on Butler's side. Ward sends it. Too much power on it. Carmel Vares, the freshman from Estonia. Butler brings it back within one.
Vares has been absolutely stellar for the Hawkeyes tonight. Warden, Whittingstall, Vares, Van Zandt, Ammeraal, Stojanovic, absolutely killing it tonight for the Hawkeyes in terms of kills.
Zoe McDonald to serve it away for the Bulldogs. Over tipped at the net and over the end line. A kill for Allie Stepanitis, the 6'1" redshirt freshman.
Coming in, picking up her 4th kill of this game, of this set, really, for the Hawkeyes. Next person up mentality, Hawkeyes up by 2. Let's see if they can keep this run going.
Here's the Alabama transfer, Allison Barrett. Set up for Ward, blocked at the net. And the Hawkeyes pick up another point, and they lead it by 3.
Another block for Stojanovic. Picking up a critical block. Also there on that block assist, Carmel Vares. Stepping into that multifaceted role that we've talked about and seen with her in these 3 games previous and throughout this game.
Barrett to serve it away again. Softly served. Kept in the air, and that will be too many hits. Iowa starting to build their lead and crawl away from the Bulldogs, who've done such a good job in this 3rd set to keep it tight, and that's going to draw a timeout from head coach Kyle Shondell.
Iowa's getting perhaps the biggest run we've seen from either team here. Timeout absolutely critical here for Butler. Hopefully this can help them sway the momentum back to their side and hopefully keep this match going.
We'll step aside. Hawkeyes lead at 20-16 here in set number 3, looking to sweep the Butler Bulldogs in their home opener. The Quick Start Classic will continue tomorrow, right here on Big Ten Plus, with the Hawkeyes taking on Illinois State at 6 p.m. And then Saturday they'll round out their version of the Quick Start Classic against Loyola Chicago. Again, both those games can be found on Big Ten Plus. Then they'll hit the road for SEMO, then Murray State and Weber State as they hit another tournament out in Missouri. 20-16 here, though, in Coralville. Butler trying to pull back and keep this match alive. Long run for the Hawks. They need a big swing, but instead it'll find the seats.
Good attempt to keep it alive there from the Hawkeyes. Fortunately, just doesn't go the way that they wanted it to. It's going to allow Butler to close in a little bit. Another point as we see Kaylee Finnegan going to serve for the Bulldogs.
Ammeraal sets it up. Big swing by Gia McGrew. First time we're calling her name tonight, and she picks up her first kill in the black and gold and her first kill of her collegiate career.
Absolutely beautiful kill. Put placement on that. Absolutely stellar. Gia McGrew helping to hopefully helping the Hawkeyes to close out this third set.
The freshman from Gainesville, Florida, picking up her first kill in the black and gold, and now picks up her first. Oh, no, never mind. It'll go the other way. Thought it was her first block, but instead the ball goes out of play, and Butler gets one back. 21-18. Hawkeyes still lead it, though. Here's Jersey Lawyer.
This is the closest these two squads have been all night. Block there from Aaliyah Tolliver, as well as number 7, Ellery Reese. Shortening the gap on this Hawkeye team little by little.
Shondell very happy with that block. Sent up beautifully for his squad. Lawyer sends it over. Again for McGrew. This time through the defense. A whistle, but it will go the Hawkeye way. 22-19. How about Gia McGrew? Her debut in the black and gold. And a nice warm celebration back to the bench.
Absolutely love to see it there from Gia McGrew. In her debut, getting 2 kills on 3 chances to attack. Hawkeyes now 3 points away, have a 3-point lead and 3 points away from sweeping Butler.
Butler will use their final timeout, trailing by 3. Hawkeyes lead at 22-19. Hawkeyes lead the Butler Bulldogs in set number 3, looking for their 3rd sweep of the season. Butler, though, will have 2 more games in this Quick Start Classic starting tomorrow against Loyola Chicago. They'll close it out on Saturday against Illinois State. And then they head back to face their head coach's father's team in Purdue, West Lafayette. Kyle Shondell's dad, of course, the head coach there for the Boilermakers. That will be a fun father-son reunion, I'm sure they're looking forward to.
I told you I might tune into that game on ESPN Plus. Should make for a fun storyline and a great game.
22-19. Butler still has a chance to extend it to 4, but now they gonna need some extra help, trailing by 3. Big swing and a kill. That's a way to start for the Bulldogs.
Sawyer Jones grabbing her 8th kill of the night. Making it a 2-point game now.
Sawyer Jones, big windup and a good gather step as well to set it up. Now trailing by 2. Here's Evans. Swing and a kill. Peyton Young, another freshman making her debut, picking up her first career kill.
Hawkeye freshman absolutely looking stellar out here for the Hawkeyes. You saw Gia McGrew, now Peyton Young, Carmel Vares, Iowa freshman, giving hope to this Hawkeye team.
And adding some depth as well. Here's O'Shellick. A service error. That one will go to Butler. 23-21. This set's going down to the wire.
Closest it's been all night. Butler not going down without a fight. They're swinging for the fences against this Big Ten team.
Well, how about Jim Barnes giving the bench a chance here to end this match? A couple of freshmen out there and a lot of players who didn't play in the first 2 sets. Good chance for the Hawkeyes. And a net error against Butler. And Kyle Shondell is going to want to take a look at it. Jim Barnes all smiles. If this replay holds, it'll be a match point for the Hawkeyes. But first, they're going to take a look at it. Right, so they're challenging that the ball didn't hit the antenna. That was the original call that it did, and that's why it was called out. Is that Butler hit it off the right pin.
This is a huge swing in momentum for either team. If this goes Butler's way, it's going to be.
All right, very quick challenge. All right, so the call is confirmed. Point goes to Iowa, and the Hawkeyes with a match point coming up, leading 24-21.
Peyton Young to serve for the Hawkeyes here on this match point.
The freshman looking to put this game away.
Stream Arena starting to get loud, cheering for the Hawkeyes.
Looking to open up the season with a win at home. And checking up on things at the scorers table, making sure everyone's on the same page. Making sure the official scorers all know that the point stood for the Hawks. And Jim Barnes happy. Everyone's happy at the scorers table. And we're ready to go. Peyton Young back to serve it away. Match point. Sent over by the Bulldogs. Young sets it up. Near side swing and a kill. And the Hawkeyes win their home opener. Gabby Deary with the match point.